Theme 5, Back to the Past, Listening and Speaking, Part 1, page 64. 3. Listen to the conversation between the teenage boy and his mother. Check your guesses in Activity 2.
Hello, Mum.
Tom! You've come home at last. Thank God you're all right. I felt too worried about you. You're so late. I couldn't contact you all day. Why did you keep me on pins and needles?
Sorry, Mum, but it was a terrible day. I'm happy it finally ended.
Why? What happened?
I'll tell you all from the beginning.
OK, I'm all ears.
First, I missed the school bus in the morning. I got anxious as I had a chemistry exam in the first lesson, so I had to take a taxi, but I spent almost all of my pocket money on it. If I had left home earlier, I could have caught the school bus, and if I had caught it, I wouldn't have taken a taxi, and I wouldn't have wasted so much money.
Yes, you should wake up earlier from now on.
You're right, Mum. I wish I had woken up earlier. And when I got to school, I realized that I had forgotten to take my mobile phone with me, so I couldn't contact anyone today. I would have called you if I had had my mobile.
I see.
Then, my best friend Jason got very ill during the last lesson. He had to go home, and I went with him because I didn't want to leave him alone. If he hadn't felt so bad, I wouldn't have gone there with him.
OK, Tom, you did the right thing. Did he get well later on?
Yes, he was feeling better when I left him with his parents.
Great.
Yes, I got so relieved. But Mum, that's not all.
Really?
Yes, as I didn't have any money left, I had to walk home. That's why I'm so late. If I had had some money left, I would have got on a bus to come home.
Oh, Tom, you've really had a terrible day.
Page 66. 11. Listen to the teenagers and fill in the blanks. Speaker 1.
When I came home yesterday, I started to play an online game. I didn't realize that a few hours had passed. My father got furious and said I usually wasted my time on trivial things. Unfortunately, we had a big argument, so we spent an awful evening. I wish I hadn't shouted at my father. Now I feel really sorry. If I'd finished the game earlier, we'd have had a nice evening.
Speaker 2.
Last Friday, we took an English exam. I'd studied really hard, so I was answering the questions easily. Suddenly, I realized that I'd written a word wrongly. I couldn't find my eraser, so I asked my friend for hers. The teacher saw that, and she thought I was cheating. I tried to tell her the truth, but she didn't believe me. As a result, I failed. If I'd found my eraser, I'd have passed the exam.
Speaker 3.
I'm crazy about basketball and I'm in the school team. Before I went to the school gym for the training last Saturday, I joined a birthday party. All my classmates were there, so I couldn't leave early. That was a big mistake. Before I got there, the team had started to train. The coach was very angry. I tried to explain, but he didn't listen. Finally, he sent me home. If I'd got to the gym in time, I'd have joined the training.
Pronunciation. Page 68. 1. We often use the contraction of had and would in everyday speech. Listen to the following sentences by paying attention to the highlighted words, then practice saying them.
If I'd finished the game earlier, we'd have had a nice evening.
If I'd found my eraser, I'd have passed the exam.
If I'd got to the gym in time, I'd have joined the training.
Workbook, page 38. 2. Listen to the teacher and her students. Match the students with the correct pictures. There are 3 extra pictures.
Okay, class. Today we're talking about regrets. Now, I want you to tell us something which you did or didn't do and then you felt sorry about. Yes, Michael.
My sister and I wanted to celebrate our parents' 20th wedding anniversary last Friday. And we decided to eat out together. My sister suggested the Mexican restaurant, but I thought it would be wonderful to try the new Chinese restaurant. And finally, we went there. However, the Chinese restaurant was terrible. I wish I'd accepted my sister's idea. If we had gone to the Mexican restaurant, we would have had a better time.
Thanks, Michael. Yes, Doris.
When I was 15, I used to have too many hamburgers, fizzy drinks, and so on. As a result, I put on lots of weight. That made me really depressed. After that, I had to go on a strict diet for months. I wish I hadn't had unhealthy eating habits. If I hadn't eaten so much junk food, I wouldn't have put on weight.
Thank you, Doris. Yes, Alan, what about you?
Our biology teacher organized an environmental campaign last year. Our group had to clean the park near the school. Everybody tried hard to clean it, but I sat under a tree and watched some videos on my mobile. Finally, the teacher thanked us all very much. I felt really embarrassed because I had been dishonest. I wish I had joined the cleanup campaign. If I had helped my friends clean the park, I wouldn't have felt embarrassed.
Thanks, Alan.